So, Colin, where are we going today?
Today we're going to Bangkok, Thailand.
Bangkok, dude. What a fucking it's got a lore to it.
Yeah. I actually, when I went, I've been 3 times. Oddly.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, because what happened was you arrive. Usually,
Because you can't fuck all the hookers in the same day.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's like you got to go back.
Yeah. I don't even know if Bangkok's the most hooker of the city in Thailand.
Oh, maybe not. You're right.
It's really not the most. It's the other one.
Phuket, Chiang Mai.
Phuket is huge, and then there's another one.
Phuket
never went.
They call fuck it.
Yeah. That one's even the diet light. There's another place in Thailand where they all go. It's pure, just whore filled.
They don't have a. Well, tell me. They don't seem like they have no stigma about it at all.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of the hotels in Bangkok, I remember, wouldn't let you bring whores back. That was like a thing.
Interesting.
That was they wouldn't let you bring the whores in for some reason.
So my friend had this, I believe, in Bangkok. Might have been Chiang Mai. Where at some point, if you talk, it's like brothels, sort of. Either massage parlors or...
Yeah.
I'm not going to interrupt you. You're going to tell me. But at some point, you talk to them a little bit before you just go off.
Well...
Especially the brothel ones. Tell me, what was your experience? I don't know.
Well, I never really slept with many prostitutes on the trip.
Okay, that's fine.
I didn't sleep with many. It wasn't like my ambition. I was also like 20 years old, and I kind of like still thought that prostitution was kind of gross.
Sure.
It's like, to be young.
Sure. Yeah.
Now it'd be a very different trip in this. Now that I'm 32, absolutely. But here's the thing as well. A lot, and there's like I don't know what they do, but a lot of the local Thai girls, they kind of like, they are whores, but they're not whores. And I think they'll kind of figure you out because they want to fuck you. And they're like, well, I'm not to fuck this guy, so I might as well try get an extra 50 euro.
I thought it was the other way around. My friend was like, we were talking, and he was like spitting game, a little bit, and like talking to him. And then eventually she goes, let's go back to your place. And it was like, oh, what do you mean? It's like, instead of doing it here, let's go back to your place. And he was like weary of it, or wary, because he's like, okay, hold on, this could be a robbery or something, But it was really like, no, you seem cool. I don't want to fuck you for money.
Yeah.
I just want to have sex with you.
Yeah.
So she's like, this one's just my call. This is not a business transaction.
Yes.
So let's go back to your place and fuck.
Yeah, so...
But if I'm a business owner, I'm like, no, I don't want those girls in my...
Everyone's had the gray area of, what is this? Are you doing it because you liked it or you want money? So a friend of mine brought a girl back to the hotel. He met her at a bar, and he brought her back to the hotel. And then the guy was like, we don't let prostitutes in there. And he's like, she's not a prostitute. And she's like, oh, no, I am, yeah. And he was like, oh, sorry. He's like, I didn't realize. I thought you were into me. And then somewhere else, in a different city, in Chiang Mai, a friend of mine met a hooker at a bar, and he was going to go home. She was going to come back to the hotel, and she was like, yeah, but I've got my friend with me. I can't just leave her here. So then I ended up bringing the friend home to the same hotel. So he was back, we're in the same room, 2 different beds. He was fucking the prostitute for money. She was and I was banging the friend for free.
Whoa.
Because she was kind of like collateral damage or just baggage or whatever.
She's like, I'm not going to not fuck. I'm not prudish.
Of course. Yeah. So here's when I got off the Koh San Road. I ended up going home with some prostitute. I didn't know she was a prostitute. We talk about it on stage sometimes, but she was like, oh, let's go home. And I was
you just met her? Where'd you meet her?
At one of the bars, playing pool. So it was like me and some other white guys were just playing pool.
And she was just talking?
She was just hanging out playing pool.
Thai girl?
Just a Thai girl. Because like these Thai girls want dick. There's like... And you just got to figure out, are they prostitutes? Are they not? It's like a very grey line.
I'll tell you why. Because when I was there, I was talking to like a guy who lived there and his Thai girlfriend. And she goes, there's so many hookers here, and it's so fucking easy to get, and there's no stigma to it, that if you're a non-hooker and you're trying to like, you got to wait till the 5th date before, like, you're just never going to get to a second date. It's so easy to just like, if a girl's like, I make him wait and keep him pent up, he's like, I'm going to go fuck on the way home. So your waiting it doesn't apply in this society. So the regular women, the non-sex workers, are also very loose sexually. Yes.
And also, you can't play hard to get when the guy's traveling through and he's like,
I'm only here for 5 days.
It is what it is.
Not that actually, 2.
Yeah, exactly. If any guys listening and you want to get pussy, the international rule is you got to be where like people are moving. So if you can lock down in Key West and you just have a new tourist every week, that's it.
Because they want to have the Key West adventure.
They want to have the adventure. They know it's not going to be a long-term thing. They don't have the time to play. There is no bluff. There is no like, I'm going to make you wait. It's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You'll be gone tomorrow. That's like, if that's what you're looking for, every country in the world, that's the best option.
Good note. So you meet this chick playing pool.
What'd
you even talk about? She spoke English?
She spoke English, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what we talked about. I remember she said she had kids.
She did?
Yeah, she said she had like 3 kids or something.
Drunk talk.
Just drunk talk, usual shit. And then she said, come back to my house. And so I was in the hotel where they couldn't bring the people back, I guess. But she was like, I'm not a prostitute. I was like, I'm not sleeping with you if you're a prostitute. I said that to her. She's like, I'm not. And she was like, all right. So we got in the tuk-tuk and we go back to the, like, out in the asshole of Bangkok, like far from...
Bangkok's massive.
Bangkok's
it's
huge.
Spread out. It's an hour sometimes in cab to get across the city.
Yeah. And we were like, it was like a concrete, like slum kind of. It was a poor enough place, but it was like all concrete buildings. And we went back to the house, and then she was like, how much would you pay me to fuck me? And I was like...
We just talked about this.
I know. I was like, you just talked about it. She was like, come on. And I was like, no. So then she started sucking me off. And she's like, how much would you pay me? And I was like, all right, let's figure it out. So, well, your morals change pretty fast when they start sucking you off. You know what I mean?
Also, so she's not... She was a prostitute.
She was a prostitute, but I feel like, you know what, she wasn't like... I feel like she just knew I was weak. I think she could just sense that
She's like, I'm not a prostitute, but I will take money from you.
I want to get the money off the guy. Yeah. And then she was like, it was like 200 baht or whatever the equivalent was back then. I don't remember. And I only had like 100 baht on me. And then I was like, oh, tomorrow I'll give you the money. We'll meet up because we were supposed to go to the cinema or some bullshit. And then I end up banging her. Oh, here's another one. I end up raw dogged her, right? First time.
Not the greatest idea.
But you know what? I'm a Catholic boy. So, you know, you got to have some...
pull out?
No.
Oh, my God, dude.
Here's what happened. Here's what
I know what happened. I've had sex.
This is genuinely what happened, though. I was banging her, and then I was like, I'm about to come, and I went to pull out, and she grabbed my ass and held me in.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that
That's the most cash
Isn't that kind of consent kind of thing?
Oh, it's 100%. It's 100%.
Listen, I got to tell you, it's not that bad. I don't know what everyone's complaining about, but
wow.
Yeah. And then I was like, whatever, and
because if she gets a white kid in her,
I think
you're sending money every month.
Well, not this white guy, but usually, yeah, for sure.
$500 a year.
What's she gonna do? Sue me? How's she gonna send a lawyer?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I ended up banging her, whatever, and then I left the next morning.
Also, if she has a white kid with you or anybody that she's had sex with in the last 2 weeks, she's milking all of them.
Yeah.
This is your baby. I know you want to come, but just gonna be $500 a year.
$500 a year for my kid? I could do that.
Yeah.
I'll have a couple of kids.
We're in a tough spot.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I would do that just for
and she's getting that from 6 dudes?
Yeah. That's the prostitution thing over there was crazy.
Where you been and where you going? This is Ari's travel show, yeah. We're gonna go on a journey today and see what there's to see in this big world. We're exploring different places, seeing all different types of faces. We're gonna talk about travel today. It's you,